tell us in the ear. Welcome, everyone, to the 10th anniversary Paul Morton Cup press conference. I'm going to be talking to a few of the superstars who participated here at Paul Morton Cup and let the audience here at the Chucky Dome ask some questions of their own. First up with me, the man who started #1 and was the last one standing in the Paul Morton Cup Rumble, RT3. RT3, congratulations on winning this. We heard a little bit from you earlier, but now that you've had time to process your win, how does it feel to be a Paul Morton Cup winner?
Man, it feels really good. You know, going from #1 to the end with so many actual good talent, great talent. You know, James Anthony coming back, did not expect that. It's super good to see him. To Ricky Dooley, to Klepper, to ICT, Kazana. I mean, I could go on and I could name all 35 or 36. You know, they're all really cool. You know, and to be the one that they, you know, it means the world. It really does.
Well, before I open the questions up to the audience, the winner of the Paul Morton Cup gets any championship match that they want. I'm not asking you to make a declaration, but is there a title you have your eye on right now?
Yes.
And who would that be? Well, I think the crowd, I know what they want you to see, and I know we'll see great things. Does anybody have a question for RT3? Anybody have a question they'd like to ask the Paul Morton Cup winner? You got a question. All right, here we go.
Is this your first Paul Morton Cup? If so, is this your first time winning it or second time, or how many times you been in it?
I can't remember how many times I've been in them, but this is my first Paul Morton Cup win. Especially, you know, it really is cool to go all the way from #1. Watching somebody like Shawn Michaels win the Royal Rumble from the #1 spot and then getting to win the Paul Morton Cup from the #1 spot is really cool. I've thought a lot about that since going back after winning.
All right, one last call. Does anybody have any questions for RT3 before we go let him take a shower? All right, RT3, congratulations on winning the Paul Morton Cup. Let's give a big round of applause for your winner, RT3. And my next guests for the press conference here are your brand new East Tennessee Tag Team Champions. Please welcome Dump Truck, Squeaks the Clown, Ice Cream Truck. One can take the seat, one can sit on the lap. Ice Cream Truck, you guys have been waiting for so long to finally get your hands on these tag team titles. How does it feel not only to win these belts, but to know you took them from taking down all 3 members of Gen 3 Express?
That, my friend, was the cherry on top. I gotta agree with the clown. That was the cherry on top. When we beat all 3 of them jabronis and won our East Tennessee Tag Team Championships, that was like a cherry on top of the sundae, baby.
Well, Dump Truck, there you go. We got you a chair now. All right, does anybody here have a question for Ice Cream Truck? Let's see. Anybody got a question for the big boys? Oh, you got a question? Hey, man. What's your name, man? What is it?
Jaden.
All right, what is your question for Ice Cream Truck?
Was it your first day winning?
Ask that one more time.
Was it your first day winning?
Oh, is this the first time that you guys have won those tag team titles? There we go. First time. Yeah, you guys have a microphone over there. I know that they don't teach you that in clown school. But
I forgot that part.
Anybody have another question?
Yes, sir. That was the first time we've ever won these tag titles.
Anybody have, you got a question for Ice Cream Truck? Here you go.
How'd y'all come about the name?
How did you guys come up with the name? And I'll open it up to not only the Ice Cream Truck name, but also Dump Truck and Squeaks.
Well, when I first started wrestling, they picked like a million names for me. And then I was sitting in the office with Chief J. Eagle, and he stood up in his ultimate glory and said, "Dump Truck. We're gonna call you Dump Truck." And really, they gave me the name to make fun of me. But I just flipped it on them. And with the Ice Cream Truck, when I first met the clown, I'm terrified of clowns. They didn't tell me nothing, so when we met, I really was not happy about it. And then he came, gave me a hug, we had a match together, and we've been together ever since. And we couldn't figure out a name. And he was like, and we both just said, Ice Cream Truck. And from there, it just clicked. And I know this doesn't look like it makes sense, but it works. It worked. Because if it didn't, we wouldn't have these belts right now, baby. Now tell them how you got your name.
Well, many, many moons ago on a dark, stormy night, I'm just playing. When I played high school football, everybody called me Squeaks because I sound like this and I look like this. And I just put clown paint on because everybody's scared of clowns for no reason. And Squeaks the Clown is here.
But Squeaks, did they call you Squeaks because you haven't hit puberty?
That's what everybody said.
Well, we're waiting for some things to drop, but we're not waiting for a drop in those tag team titles anytime soon, I don't think. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for your new East Tennessee Tag Team Champions, Squeaks the Clown, Dump Truck, Ice Cream Truck. Oh, I'm getting one of those new t-shirts. Well, speaking of new champions, we have a new East Tennessee champion. It happened controversially in a blindfold match, so please help me give a really warm Chucky Dome welcome to Evan Golden, accompanied by Brother Michael Gabriel, and the man who we didn't think was here, KC Kazana. All right, Evan, I know that a lot of people didn't see you becoming East Tennessee champion at the beginning of the night, but the big question is, what was the biggest factor in winning that belt? Was it your constant pulling the blindfold down, or was it Michael Gabriel throwing you the stick in the match?
It's a title, EC. A belt holds up your damn hands. Look, I don't like these allegations. The truth of the matter is I won fair and square, and each and every one of you know it. I won this title. Fair and square, that's the fact of the matter. I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about, pulling my blindfold down? What is he talking about?
Hey, guess what, boys? The doolies are back! The doolies are back! Here!
What is going on? Get out of here! This is my time! This is my time!
What? Was that Judas?
Gee!
That was obviously a duel. You notice how he was won, how he was dressed.
Well, we will come back to that. But speaking of, I mean, you guys are talking about that's obviously a dually. So let's talk about the tag team situation. As you can see, there are two titles that are not here currently.
Thanks for reminding us, pal. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
That brings me to you, Mr. Kazana. Because you were not supposed to be here tonight. We were under the impression that these two would defend the tag team titles. All of a sudden, because of a wording situation in the Freebird clause,
Express clause.
In the express clause, of course. You were able to join the match, make it a handicap match. Well, where was the miscommunication? You would think 3 guys could beat those 2.
We lost? I don't remember what happened. What happened?
That's an inappropriate question. No, I did not.
Did you lose? Yeah. How'd you lose?
Well, while the family feud breaks down, you got a question for a member of G3E up here.
Evan Golden, why are you so ugly?
All right.
That's not a question. That's blasphemy.
I believe it has a question mark. Why are you so ugly? Evan, feel free to answer.
I don't have to answer that, do I?
You don't have to answer to nobody. Just sit down, put the mic, give me the mic. It's okay.
It takes one to know one, pal. It takes one to know one.
Would anybody else like to have their question ignored by one of these 3 guys real quick? All right, well, please, as loudly as you can, tell G3E goodbye, the new East Tennessee champion.
You didn't do that to nobody else, but you do it to us. East, that's full bullshit. You are.
Please, we have already had to replace
whatever table he wants to.
We've already had to replace 1 table. If you did not see on the pre-show, Draco has been fined for laying hands on me. I wouldn't want to put that on your wallet either because I know it has struggled supporting it. So please, if you guys will make your way to the back.
Just relax. Don't call me Goldilocks, fat boy. How about that?
Hell, it looks like you eat a lot of gold shit, don't you? You weigh 450 pounds. You don't say nothing to us.
Ladies and gentlemen, the former tag team champions, Gen 3 Express. And while we handle that situation, we will be moving on, if we can. Ladies and gentlemen, the man who just came up short in what I believe was a very unfair ending to the last man standing match. Ladies and gentlemen, Blade Gibson. Give it up for Blade. He put up one hell of a fight. Blade, for those who might not know, who was that got involved in your match?
Well, for anyone that doesn't know me personally, the girl that got involved at the end of mine and Draco's match was my little sister. I don't know why she jumped in there. I would have rather taken a shot to the head than have put her at risk like that. But I can't change it now.
Another question that we have, Malik and I were trying to figure it out at the table. What exactly was Draco saying to you that kept you down for a 10 count?
What Draco was saying was that if I stood up and broke that 10 count, is that my sister was going to get it instead of me. And I don't know if any of you guys heard him when he was sitting here up on these stairs, but he also said that if I remotely try challenging him again, then it's my sister that he will go after and not me.
Disgusting words from a man who wants to be respected as champion. But nonetheless, would anybody here like to ask Blade Gibson a question? I will open the floor up. You got a question for Blade? Here we go. All right, question for Blade Gibson here.
With what Draco said, what is next for you? Since he said that if you go after him, he's gonna go after your sister.
I honestly got to give you guys to it blunt. I don't know what's next for me. I don't know what title I'm going to go after. I just know that I'm going to have to start back from scratch. But with that being said, we also got other things to look forward to. I tried my best to prep myself up for this match, and I guess you could say I got outsmarted. But now we move on to SOM versus Ring Wars Carolina. So now I gotta prep for that. So I guess what's next for Blade is going down to, what was it, Lumberton? And smacking the taste out of some guy's mouth thinking they're gonna be better than SOM.
He is SOM through and through. Blade, thank you. Give it up for Blade Gibson. Blade, go check on your sister. Tell her we are thinking about her.
Thank you, guys.
And we have one more guest here on tonight's press conference. It is somebody who I had the pleasure of talking to in the pre-show. The man who viciously attacked Blade Gibson's sister in that last man standing match. He is still your SOM heavyweight champion, Draco. Draco, I would ask how you're doing, but the smug look on your face suggests that you're having a great time right now.
Say what you gotta say, get this show on the road. The champ's got shit to do.
Why? Why? For somebody who was so adamant to me during the pre-show, somebody who is adamant that he is not a coward, he is not afraid to fight his own fights, your beef is with Blade Gibson. Why Tiana?
Why'd she get involved?
It's
called strategy.
As somebody who wants to be respected as a champion, anytime something like that happens, you should leave it to the officials to get out of the ring. But you wanted to lay your hands on what was ultimately a fan. If you want respect from these people, you have to convince them now that you deserve it.
Why would I want the respect from these people? What have they done for me? Not a damn thing. What have I done for myself? Retain my championship.
Does anybody have a question for Draco? Over here, I see one.
Hey, no stupid questions.
Over here, question for
you're gonna
Draco.
get a stupid answer.
Here you go.
Do you think you're a man for hitting a girl?
Oh, I know I'm more of a man than you, that's for damn sure. I told you, ask a stupid question, you're gonna get a stupid answer.
Would anybody else, you got a question for Draco? Here you go, sir.
You wish you were a man, but you weren't.
Wasn't a question, but a statement I think most of us were thinking.
I don't think he understands the English language. That wasn't a question.
Well, Draco is still the SOM champion, and I am pleased to let him return to the back. Draco, congratulations. I just wish I could shake your hand and mean it afterwards.
That's okay. I know where your hand's been.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we hope that you enjoyed the 10th anniversary of the Paul Morton Cup. Thank you for joining us here at the Chucky Dome for the Paul Morton Cup. Thank you for joining us for the Paul Morton Cup press conference. For EC Dangerously and